Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy, Ralph Costa, back again with another video. Before we go on, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Now, tonight, it's going to be a really interesting video, just because we're reviewing a book by Tim Cope. It is basically an explorer and a filmmaker going on a journey. The book's titled On the Trail of Genghis Khan. Now this dude Tim Cope, he basically did this journey because he wanted to follow in the nomad's footsteps, and he decided to do it by horse first of all because, well, the nomads were really the first people in all of Asia to tame the horse. Now this whole journey was actually going to take place over 10,000 kilometers, and if you need some scope of that, that's 6,200 miles. This is crazy. So Tim Cope basically starts his journey in Hungary, he starts it in Mongolia, obviously. Hungary is the actually final destination where he's headed to, over that 10,000 kilometer trek. Now he's basically alone for this whole journey, except for, his horses, and actually in the beginning his girlfriend was with him, but she left very early on, which I honestly don't remember why. But through basically the whole of it, he was by himself. Now in Mongolia, he basically started there in the capital, the old capital of Mongolia, where Genghis Khan first planted his seed for the empire, basically. And he got a couple horses and went on his merry way over to Kazakhstan. Now that's not an easy trek at all, and along the way he hired a guide, and throughout this journey with this guide, they were reaching the Kazakhstan border, and well, old boy gotta go back, Told him that, Tim, you need a friend on the road. So gave this dude a puppy. What better fucking gift is there, right? 6-month-old puppy. Named him Tigan. Apparently in Kazakh it means like the wind, right? So this dog is gonna be with him throughout the rest of the journey. Now, throughout this journey, he actually didn't have it going too well, especially once he reached Kazakhstan. It was about to be winter, Didn't listen much to Lord Eddard Stark. Winter's coming. And so he stopped at this place called the place that God has forgotten, as known by the locals. And weather there was minus 52 degrees Celsius, so he holed up there for basically 3 months. And one of the saddest parts actually is when couldn't find his dog. And 6-month-old pup, well, basically at this time it's maybe like a year now, and maybe 8 months. And in this town they've shot 18 stray dogs, and that's like one of the very saddest parts of the whole book is when he's looking for his dog. But he eventually finds him in this shed, and he's like almost dead. Very, very sad. I know you can't see my eyes, but I'm very sad. So he picks up his dog, waits for the ice to basically thaw, and he heads back out from Kazakhstan. Now, before he actually did make it to Kazakhstan, he had to sell his original horses, because in Mongolia, horses are a national treasure. So what he did was get 3 new horses for the price of $1,000. And so, in going through Russia, it's like some of the hardest terrain for him. And over there, he basically crossed a lot of mountains, and Russia was fairly just a stepping point, honestly, because it was basically just... Now, once he got to Ukraine, well, it was a little more fun there. Didn't really run into any kind of border issues this time around, right? But once there, he met with the Crimean people, right? And they're actually descendants of Genghis Khan's bodyguards. Yeah, cool, right? And they're one of the last nomads to actually go from Asia all the way to Eastern Europe. Right? Yeah, well, still counts as Europe. And I just found that really cool how like they still celebrate their culture, you know. Basically, from Ukraine, he went all the way to Hungary, you know. And Hungary, that's his last stop. And right before that, he let his horses go back into the wild. Took the reins and all their gear off them. It was a very sweet moment. And, well, he chose to get the dog. And, you know, he hung around Hungary for a little bit. Just, you know, chilling with the locals. But, yeah, there's that. And, well, to compare these readings to some of the experiences we had in class, whether it be, you know, the boats course or the kayak course, you know. Well, my take on it, as far as this book is concerned, you know, the kayak was my horse. That was my steed. As far as my adventures, what I would like to do, well, from reading this book, it does really help to have a friend instead of going solo. I mean, just bring your dog, right? But first I'd have to get a dog or a friend. Right. And then, you know, for things I want to do, I'm actually planning to go all over the place, do all sorts of different things. That's all I gotta say. Well, anyways, thanks for listening, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in again for more content.